Shalom, shalom, Israel. I want to give all praise to the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakakwadash. Yahweh being the Most High God, and Yahweh Shai is who the world need calls Jesus the Christ. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone who've been ruling well through the Spirit, teaching His word and believing His word. Lord willing, the Most High continue to put in a spirit to endure and to increase. Mighty shalom to the hopeful elect that scattered four corners of the earth, in and out of congregations. Lord willing, the Most High increase you in His ministry. Shalom to the wives and the single sisters. Lord willing, the Most High continue to put on your spirit to be believers of His word. And Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith. The title of this lesson, I did go live, but something had happened with YouTube and they cut it off. I do not know why, but the title of this lesson is called Choose Mary or Martha. And it's really through the spirit, like the attribute or the characteristics or the actions that these women did. As a man, as a woman, Lord willing, you can pay close attention to Luke chapter 10, verse 38 to 42. Pay attention to their actions and choose you this day whom you're going to be like, right? I want to be a Dargabar, and I want to move through the spirit how Mary was, right? I'm going to put all my day-to-day chores that I'm going to do. If it's 24 hours in a day and I know I got a few minutes or an hour with Yahweh Shai, I'm about to listen to this man teach. Bring out all the mysteries. And then after he done, that fire going to be in me. I'm going to wash the dishes and clean the house better than any butler. This is Luke chapter 10, verse 38. It says, you can see the title, Yahushai visit Martha and Mary. It says, as Yahushua and his disciples went on their way, he came to a village where a woman named Martha welcomed him in her home. She had a sister named Mary who sat down at the feet of Yahweh Shai and listened to his teaching. Martha was upset over all the work she had to do. So she came and said, Lord, don't you care that my sister has left me to do all the work for myself? Tell her to come and help me. Yahweh Shai answered her, Martha, Martha, you are worried and troubled over so many things, but just one is needed. Martha has chosen the right thing, and it is not, and it will not be taken away from her. Guess what she chose? To grasp and cleave to the word of Yahweh Shai, because Yahweh Shai was teaching, right? When we go all through this, when you actually go into, when you go to Luke the 10th chapter, Salaki, I'm looking at my physical, right? Luke the 10th chapter, it goes into multiple things, right? From verse 1 to verse 24, it goes into when Yahweh Shai sends his 70 disciples, right? And he tells them in verse 2, therefore said he unto them, the harvest, right? And when we go into Matthew 13, the harvest is the end of the world, truly is great, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore Yahweh Shai of the harvest that he would send forth laborers unto this harvest. And this is the verse I'm reading, right? Or paraphrasing, right? It's verse 2, right? And the few workers are going to be like Mary, observing the ministry of Yahweh Shai, all the way to the laws, to the prophecies. And some of the men of today are going to move in the spirit of Yahweh Shai because they're going to be dwelling in prophecies, right? And you see Martha worried about everything else. There's nothing wrong with getting your house in order, but when you have a chance to hear the word, get closer with the Lord, seek his face, you put everything on hold, right? You put everything on hold, right? Let's get Luke 18 verse 22, and this is what it reads. When Yahushua heard this, he said to him, there is still one more thing you need to do. Sell all you have and give the money to the poor, and you will have riches in heaven. Then come and follow me. Right? So when we go into Luke the 18th chapter, verse 1 to 8 is going into God will help. Basically, God is helping. He's going to help his people. Right? And then basically verse 9 to 14 goes into the Pharisee and the tax collector, because they both went to go pray. One is praying for himself and praying against the damn publican, the tax collector, right? Basically going in trying to show and say, I am not as the other mans are, an extortioner, unjust, or adulterers, or even as this publican. So you have a Pharisee, oh, I am not like this publican. Then you have the publican, he's praying that let me just read verse 13. Luke 18:13, and the publican standing afar off would not lift up so much as his eyes unto heaven, but smote upon his breath, saying, God be merciful to me, a sinner. So instead of dissing this dude or trying to boast yourself better than the one that's next to you, he praying to the Lord that please be merciful, because I'm a sinner, I'm wicked, I'm sliding off, right? And it's so many things that we can go through in this thing to who you want to choose. Do you want to have the attribute of a Pharisee, or do you want to be like this tax collector who humbles himself and actually take accountability? Then verse 15 to 17 in Luke the 18th chapter goes into Yahushua blesses the children, right? Going into suffer not the little ones, right, to come unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And those is like the babes that come in this truth. Then verse 18 to 30 goes into the rich young ruler. And he said he was keeping the commandments and the law. And he said, oh, okay, then do this one thing and give all that you have to the poor. So even if we think of the law, just always look at things that can make you more righteous. Giving to the poor, right? Being gentle with your brothers and sisters. Not saying brothers is talking too aggressive towards your brother, but I'm going into like brothers you labor with, being gentle with brothers or being gentle with babes. Yes, they might want to listen. Now, we're not talking about a scoffer or somebody that's contentious. Just talking about a brother that might not know no better, and then he might say something off, right? Be gentle for the babes, right? But when you come to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushai, be ready to do all for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Brothers, be ready. Oh, I'm doing the law. But what about your faith, brother? What about your endurance? Did you, okay, you got faith, you believe in the law, but are you doing any work? Hey, I think you should go teach those people down the street. Nah, I'm kind of busy. I'm about to go on some dates, right? You don't want to put off from day-to-day work for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We about to go to this quick precept. Psalms 27 and verse 4. It says, I have asked Yahweh Shem Yahushai for one thing only do I want, to live in Yahweh Shem Yahushuai's house all my life, to marvel there at his goodness and to ask for his guidance, right? In the house right now, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is building up the tabernacles of David, the 12 tribes of Israel. So if the Lord got you in his ministry, 1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 12, the Lord seen the faith in you and he enabled you in his ministry, right? We should even be praying that the Lord allow us to get closer to him, because it has to be the will of the Most High. But you have to have the mindset of Mary. I need to listen. No, I need to know more, right? Or be like the tax collector, the publican. I am a sinner, Lord. Please have mercy upon me, right? Because in order to get the scriptures or the message of the Most High, the Lord has to have mercy upon you for you to even understand what's going on in these scriptures. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, right? After all this, there was only one thing to say. Wait, what? In good gracious? Salaki, that was KJV the whole time, right? It says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, For this is the whole duty of man, right? So get the whole conclusion of the matter. Any topic, the 12 tribes, the other nations, the MOTB, Jacob's trouble, race war, the Edomites, Ishmael, Muslim. Get the whole matter of each of those topics. Fear God and your attributes through the spirit and mentally, right? Keep his commandments, spiritually, mentally, and physically. For this is the whole duty of man. This is your job. I'm going to work at 6 in the morning. I have duties. I have requirements. And if you know that the Most High is real, you have a requirement. Go look at your schedule. Did you meet quota? Right? This is Mark, the 8th chapter, verse 34 to 36. It says, and when he had called the people unto him with his disciples also, he said unto them, whosoever will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. Right? So if we want to be like Mary, or we want to be like the publican, right? Or be like how this rich man was supposed to be, right? Be willing to deny yourself. So if him giving up his riches, he was denying all this wealth, right? Man, this is nothing, man. If I got wealthy, I can get it again, right? Denying your stature in this place as a man, right? Manton Musa, right? Or and take up his cross, which is that affliction, that persecution, right? And follow him, right? Whatever you do, you might just drop whatever you're doing, just like Matthew, just like John, right? John and James, when they was with their father Zebedee, and they dropped the net and left their father, right? Verse 35, for whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospels, the same shall be saved. When you look at Mary, I don't know, because she wasn't in that attribute, but how sure she was listening to the words of the Lord. And then you got another one working hard to get stuff in order in the household. Mary most likely looked like, when it comes to this time, she would yield herself for the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because her day-to-day work is not more important than Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. It says, for what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Right? F all of that. I mean nothing without Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. I mean nothing. Right? Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 19. This is what it reads. It says, I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death. What did I say? Choose Mary or Martha. Look at the attribute. Choose Mary or Martha. Choose the publican or the Pharisee, right? What you going to choose? One is going to choose life. One is going to choose death. Blessing and cursing. Therefore, choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live. That's why today you want to choose now. And you know what? I want to choose to live. Let's go to Joshua 24 in verse 15. One of my favorite verses that I go to. It says, and if it seem evil unto you to serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, choose you this day whom ye will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites, in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Every day you shall always choose, but every day make sure your choice is sure. Don't come in this thing and you serious, and then the next minute you second guessing. Don't second guess, because the Lord is searching the heart and he'll spill you out like a spit. Dropping down to verse 22, it says, and Joshua said unto the people, ye are witnesses against yourselves that ye have chosen you, Yahweh Shem Messiah, to serve him. And they said, we are witnesses, right? And our forefathers was witnesses. And this is what we did, right? Every time a generation grew, they did not know the Most High. And next thing you know, they became spoiled because they start cleaving to the nation. Verse 10, it says, and also all that generation were gathered unto their fathers, and there arose another generation after them, which knew not Yahweh Shem Messiah, nor yet the works which he had done for Israel. Verse 11, and the children of Israel did evil in the sight of Yahweh Shemashai and served Baalim, right? So they went back into their vomit again. So Israel chose Martha. Let's choose everything else. Let's be the Pharisee. Let's choose everything else instead of taking accountability, right? When we read Judges, the 3rd chapter, the Lord left these nations to approve Israel, to see what you niggas was going to choose, life or death. And the Lord knew that you was going to choose death. Psalm 17, verse 15, right? And it reads, as for me, I will behold my face in righteousness. I shall be satisfied when I awake with thy likeness, right? And he said when he awake, that's either Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, speaking to the bones. Hey, you can even say when Yahweh Shai raised Lazarus from Lazarus from the grave, right? Then you have Romans 13:11, in that knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake up out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe, right? And Mary like, yo, our salvation is near because this is the Son of Man that the prophets were speaking of that would come and save us. But at that point in time, he didn't come in the flesh yet, right? All the things have to come to pass so that he can come in the glory of the Most High. So she chose, she already knew her salvation was near because Yahweh Shai was in the midst of her. So today, as a man and as a woman, and for your children, this is how you know you're not in this thing just for your own self, sister, or for your own self, brother. You in here for us, right? You are a shepherd laboring for the Lord, and the laborers are few. And if you are not trying to be that few, I don't know what you are. Psalms 119, let's get it, verse 30, and this is what it says. I have chosen the way of truth. Thy judgments have I led before me. Right? He said, I have chosen thy way of truth. Right? And we know in First Ezra, the 3rd chapter, the truth take away the victory. But let's go to St. John 14:6. What did Yahweh Shai say? Yahweh Shai saith unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto me, unto the Father, but by me. So if you going in the truth of the Most High, right, that comes with Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. And you should be walking in the whole volume of the scriptures with all your soul and all your might and all your will. Be Mary through the Spirit. Be Abraham through the Spirit. Be Paul through the Spirit. I was this nigga and then I got changed. I was blind and then the Lord rearranged me and healed me. And then I became on fire. Then the Lord anointed me with that spirit and gave me comfort of more knowledge and understanding. A spark of being on the go, ready to give every man an answer, right? That's what you want, right? Let's get back. Let's go Psalms 119 one more time. I probably already brought this one out. Let's just make sure. Psalms 119 is 111. Let's see. It says, my testimonies have I taken as my heritage forever, for they are the rejoicing of my heart. I have inclined my heart to perform thy statutes always, even unto this end. When you go to Romans, the 10th chapter, verse 17, faith come by hearing the word, right? And this is what Mary's doing. She was building her faith up, right? Then you even had this publican trying to build his faith up, but he acknowledged he is a sinner. How much us, right? Choose this day, because the hour of temptation is going to come. We're going to need that assurance, which is Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Let's go down to 173. We're going to close it out. It says, let thy hand help me, for I have chosen thy precepts. right? And this is what we want. We want Yahweh Shem Shai to help us. And who is that hand? Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. But he's already going to send that comforter, which is that Holy Spirit, right? The Holy Ghost is going to be upon you and it's going to comfort you. And then it's going to enable you to understand things, right? You'll become a witness of Yahweh Shem Shai, right? Let me see. Let's go to this verse. Let's go to St. John, the 15th chapter. And I mean it this time. We're going to close out. Verse 26 to 27. It says, but when the Comforter is come, whom I will send unto you from the Father, even the Spirit of truth, which proceeded from the Father, he shall testify of me. And ye also shall bear witness, because ye have been with me from the beginning. Right? The elect is going to get this word, and we're going to be witness for Yahweh Shem Shai on this side. And we're going to constantly always profess the name of Yahweh Shem Shai to the best of our ability, because the elect is going to choose the role of Mary, trying to hear the scriptures and grow. We're going to choose the role of the publican, right? Taking accountability, right? So Lord willing, you take accountability. Lord willing, you choosing wisely. Till next time, Yahweh speed for your brother, Adar Gabar. Shalom.